Hello, everybody. Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? So, hi, I'm Michelle Cordes-Pugh, and it's Nails Over Coffee time. Hello. And today I am at Starbucks because I'm on my way to go get my hair did, and I'm on the bus because my transmission's up. So here we are. Oh, good. Okay. Because I didn't want to have to yell to the poor other people who are having to sit around me to hear this. Okay. So today, since I'm on the go, Starbucks was kind enough to put my latte in my Disney to-go cup. So we do still have a Disney to-go cup. Hello. Okay. So Chrome. Oh my gosh. Chrome. Seriously, guys. Okay. So this is a reminder, though, that next Monday I'm starting to go to a weekly format for a longer show. So it'll be on Mondays at 1 o'clock my time. So Mondays only, it'll be a longer show, and it will be 1 hour before the normal time you guys are used to watching me for the summer. But I will be randomly periscoping during the week when there's big things that come up like this, right? Chrome nails broke the internet. Yeah, totally. Okay, so for those of you who have not been caught up in the fray, there was a video posted that somebody had some chrome pigment used on their nails that came from a friend overseas, and everybody was like, chrome effect pigment does not seem to fit the European Union cosmetic ingredient. Okay, that's good to know. So here's the thing. Yes, there has been chrome type effect pigments in a long time. Okay, so yes, this new flack is mostly, I think, because they didn't get a lot of publicity, so a lot of people didn't know about it. And I think we've all been searching for something that we can use that's not something adhesive like minks, or something that is as finicky as gel or as foil. I know sometimes when I'm putting foil on a nail, I don't get that super smooth, no ripple effect. So this was cool because this had, Tina from Germany says, I saw for decoration only. Interesting. So now, of course, there's been a million companies who have all come out and said something about this. And right. So yeah, I'll get to that in a second about the Lucent Stardust. So, okay. So here's the deal. There has also been some flack from poor Lauren Wireman, who's supposed to be on vacation this week. And I want to give Lauren Wireman a shout out for handling something incredibly professionally and incredibly openly. So Lauren had already planned the release of this chrome effect pigment prior to all of this flap, and she had priced it to be in line with her other products, and then her supplier basically doubled her price, and so she basically had to double her price on her website. So she's honoring the pre-order price for the people who pre-ordered, but anybody who orders now will have to pay the higher price, which is completely expected because that's what happens in the supply chain. And Lauren handled it incredibly professionally, explaining what exactly had happened and what her cost breakdowns were and why it happened like that. And she sent me the ingredients with the percentages, which I have to tell you, again, you guys, seriously, we have gotten so distrustful of suppliers, some rightfully so, that we're putting everybody's feet to the fire, and it needs to stop. Just like if your clients ask you why you charge so much for a full set, or why you charge what you do for shellac or whatever, the answer in realistic terms is it's none of their damn business. They don't need to necessarily understand your price structure, and if they're having to ask, then you need to evaluate what your price structure is. That being said, she didn't owe us an explanation, but she gave us one anyway. And I'm super, super impressed for her just kind of owning up and giving us the explanation. So Here's the thing, you guys, order from reputable suppliers. It is not worth putting your reputation and your customers' health at risk ordering something off of AliExpress that you have no idea where it came from, for one. When somebody, yes, people were very hard on Lauren. When somebody puts something on someone's nails that is not approved for cosmetic use, there are risks, and we need to at least be aware of what those risks are. Then if you choose to ignore the risks, then you're choosing to put other people's health and welfare. Now, most of these ingredients are inert in their solid form. So the problem isn't once it's cured inside something. Although Doug and I have had debates about this ad nauseum. Once an inert substance is sealed into an inert thing, the risk, like, you don't have to worry about contact allergies or any of that kind of stuff. But here's the issue. When you put something on that's very lightweight and flies through the air like a pigment, there's an inhalation risk. When you then seal it in with top coat, big people make big targets, Fallon. So then when you seal it in with top coat, you've gotten rid of that dust risk, but you and your client both still had an inhalation risk while that was going on. But it doesn't just stop there. It's not just your risk. Because if that client doesn't come back to you, if they go to another nail tech or they try to file off their product themselves, now they are also releasing that back into the air through the course of possibly filing for removal, which is especially likely if it's over an enhancement, not on a natural nail, because a lot of times on natural nail we're soaking off. But then again, we're not inert. Now we're breaking down what's on top of the nail, we're rendering it into more of a liquid form, and then it's possible that they have more of a problem with that stuff. So first of all, we need to be trying to be very careful about what we're using, and we need to be buying from reputable suppliers. And I think Wildflowers Academy and Lauren Wireman has proven herself to be a reputable supplier, but I definitely agree with this. Okay, so here is the official ingredient list with percentages, and she will have the MSDS available this evening. It is 93% polyethylene terephthalate, which, if you don't know what that is, it's PET, which is the same thing that's the plastic that's used in water bottles. 4% epoxy resins, 1.5% aluminum, 1% silica, and 0.5% moisturizer. So it's mostly plastic. The epoxy is what holds it together. The aluminum and silica are colorants for the PET film. And the moisture is there to keep it from getting too airborne. This is true not just for the chrome, but for any pigment, correct? I can't speak for any pigment, but I would encourage you to check out the MSDS on your pigments. If your pigments don't have an MSDS, you should be considering whether you should be using them in the thing. Okay, so here's the thing. Aluminum is used in all kinds of cosmetic products, as long as it is cosmetic grade. So first of all, we're only looking at 1.5% aluminum. Secondly, if it's cosmetic grade, then it is approved for use in cosmetic enhancements. So now we need to look at the European Union lists and see if cosmetic grade aluminum is allowable. I'm willing to bet it is, because it's in lots of eyeshadows. So now, for the record, and Lauren sent me this, and again, she didn't have to, but for the record, she paid $2,300 for a kilo of this product this morning. So each 10-gram jar by volume holds 6.5 grams of the product. Now, that's for a kilo. Somebody still has to be paid for packing that into the 10-gram jars. Somebody still has to be paid to stand there and process orders. There is still shipping to be paid for it to be sent out. You guys, just like we know that our only overhead isn't our time, manufacturers' only overhead isn't the actual product in the jar. So come on guys, let's knock it off. So seriously. So Lauren Wireman was incredibly open about this, and she didn't have to be. And so, like I said, I give way kudos for Lauren. If you are ordering something off of AliExpress, okay, if you want to order stampers off of AliExpress, if you want to order stampers and crap off of Wish or Home or Cute or whatever, and get it from overseas suppliers, that's one thing. It's not a chemical. You know, if you want to order a polish rack off Home, they're really cheap. They're like 28 bucks for a metal polish rack. I don't begrudge you for doing that. But when we're talking about products for our professional services, we need to be buying from reputable suppliers, not just reputable products. That's a part, but reputable suppliers as well. Get to know your suppliers. Get to know what they stand for and make sure that their values are in line with your values. People need to understand that to get good products, you have to pay for good products. This is all part of supply chain management. If you think, I'm sitting here at Starbucks right now, if you think that Starbucks isn't paying attention to all of their supply chain management, then ask yourself why it took them so long to get coconut milk. It took them so long to get coconut milk because they had to make sure that their supply chain management was in order. They had to make sure that they were going to have enough supply, for a reliable enough supply, at a price they could pay that was fair to get and fair to charge to the consumers. They had to then distribute it. They had to do all of this, which is way different than your coffee shop down the street, whose supply chain is to go to a restaurant supply or cash and carry. So, because then they're putting their cost of distribution onto the supplier they're getting it from. Okay? So, depending on how you run your pricing model and how you run your business is going to depend on how the effect of a pigment that is going to last for a gazillion clients, whether $24 or whatever is a fair price to pay for it. I know there's a bulk order going on in the UK right now for people who are going to place one big order with Wildflowers Academy, get it all shipped over there, and then that breaks down the cost of the shipping and helps kind of buffer that. She's looking for a UK distributor. Yes, we are a global world now, okay? We are all connected by Twitter and yes, the UK is, there's a, somewhere on Nail Tips for Nail Techs, I think is the thread. So you guys, from time to time, we may see something that can be used in other countries that can't be used in our own, no matter what country you're in. There's different regulations for different places. Sometimes we're going to see pigments, yes, a UK distributor would have to be paying attention to the fact that it was European Union approved for cosmetic grade. So, you guys, international marketing is a huge thing, and there are so many ways to go about procuring different products. So, you know, one way, of course, is to order directly from the manufacturer and absorb the shipping and the currency exchange and everything into your pricing model. Another way is to order from a distributor, who they're going to charge more than what you can buy it for on the internet because they are absorbing the ordering, getting the stock, and carrying it and letting it sit on the shelf until it sells. So you're going to have to pay more through a on-the-shelf distributor than you would, or a local supplier, than you would through ordering online. You guys, this is basic. We are all consumers too. I don't understand why people in our business cannot understand that ordering a pigment from Germany or the UK or wherever is the same thing as ordering coffee from Brazil or candy bars from Canada. Like, I am still waiting for Kate and I to do our trade for animal cookies versus candy bars, or clothes that you buy from overseas or whatever. You guys, it's all being a consumer. We're all consumers. You just need to put that into place in the mind of your business. Nails by Stace, because they all want things as cheap as possible and don't realize what kind of domino effect that has. Correct. Lauren wanted me to note, and this brings me back to the Lucent topic, that she is coming out with a line of chrome micro glitters that have a very similar effect, and they're much cheaper. Right, Jennifer? What you've been going through with Emmy is unreal. Yeah. So if you guys don't want to pay for the chrome pigments with all of the chromey stuff that goes on, I'm feeling a little better. If you are wanting to wait it out until there is or use a product like Lucent that has micro glitters and is available abroad as well, then by all means, contact your suppliers and ask them. Say, hey, I want to get this chrome effect. Do you have a product that'll do it? Stop just meandering. This is like our clients wandering helplessly in the nail product aisle of Walgreens. We have suppliers that are professionals in what we do. Ask them, call them, give your business to the people who can give you answers. That's why I was going to order the chrome pigment, and I was going to order it. The metallic paints can't ship to USA from the European Union right now by air. That sucks, Jennifer. I was going to buy the chrome pigment at $12. I'm still going to buy the chrome pigment at $24. I will also probably buy the micro glitter when it comes out too. Because I'm going to buy, and I'm going to buy the design plates from Lauren Wireman, because I think $9 is a good price for some of these stamping plates, and I like the fact that she's an artist and she drew the designs on her own and had the plates cut. I have tried a gazillion stampers. I tried jelly stampers. One of them came off of AliExpress. All of that kind of stuff. The best stamping plate or best jelly stamper I have came from Wildflowers. So I'm sold now, okay? So that's from me. So if you want to order from somewhere else, order from somewhere else. Oh my gosh. But get to know your distributors, and then this like crazy wildfire stupidity will not go on. So yes, as a supplier, you must be able to recognize shady manufacturers, question sudden increases. Lauren has done that. Just her suppliers, she's reputable and she trusts them and she knows where it comes from. And just like people pay us a premium for their services because they trust us, that's the same thing. So because I source products for a living, I double check my manufacturers today, no price increase, or maybe not yet, you know. So the whole point here, you guys, is investigate your products, research your products. That's all a part of supply chain management. They have supply chains, manufacturers have supply chains, distributors have supply chains, and we as professionals have supply chains, and you have to pay attention to all that. Now, I trust my supply chain. So when I am looking, yes, but I did mention, Kate, our cookie and candy exchange. So for the EU, it's the aluminum we need to check is cosmetic grade. That's what I'm gathering. I'm going to try and do some more research when I'm going to get my hair done this afternoon, when my hair is processing. I'm going to pull up the EU ingredients list. And how do I know if it's cosmetic grade? In this case, I know it's cosmetic grade because I trust Lauren Wireman when she says that Wildflowers product is cosmetic grade, and part of the price. If Lauren was going to continue selling if she was going to make the price point the ultimate qualifier, so therefore reducing quality, then I would question whether the aluminum is cosmetic grade in it. But because she chose to raise the price to an appropriate level, by the way, with what her cost is for each container, then I know that that's it. She's not going to compromise on quality. you know, and you guys, there is supply and demand, and there's all that kind of stuff, and this will all blow over, but you guys need to pay. See, Nicole Atwood, our price for Kolinsky brushes almost doubled from order to the next from our supplier. Right, you guys, we use a lot of petroleum-based products, so there's a lot of companies who have been absorbing the petroleum up, down, up, down, up, down over the years, and now they just can't absorb it anymore. Right, Stacey says when you source products through reputable distributors, that's part of what you're paying for, is the trustworthiness. Just like when clients come in to get their nails done, part of what they're paying for is our education and trust and reputation. So, yeah, see, and they buy from brush manufacturers. Manufacturers have price increases too, you guys. Technology changes, supply and demand changes, everything changes. So shipping is way up from the European Union. Some of that has to do with our global economy. You guys, I took a marketing class on this. I took international marketing. My capstone covered global economies, all this kind of stuff. I've taken macroeconomics, microeconomics. You guys are just going to have to trust me on this one, okay? Not everybody in every country can have everything that every other country has, okay? We have different regulations, different restrictions. And Stace says we shouldn't be surprised when we all want to get our hands on something increases demand, which is the demand go up, so does the price. It's a basic supply and demand curve, you guys. Go on Google and Google the relationship of supply and demand and look at a supply and demand curve. Seriously. Barry says, bye, I need the chrome, my country, best have it. I'm sure that even if you weren't to get the chrome stuff like this, that you could get the micro effect glitters. Like I said, I know that I've heard from that Lucent has some that are appropriate for that. And then of course there's chrome polish that Barry's saying she has from Brillbird. Yeah, the chrome polishes are tricky, so is the mirror effect chrome gel, and I would rather have a pigment, so I didn't buy any of the chrome effect gel. It's kind of finicky and I don't have time for that in the salon, and that's my own personal business model. So I've been waiting for a pigment. So now that I have found a pigment that's being offered from my reputable supplier, I will order one. That's what factors into, that's why I charge what I charge. So you guys, yeah, I use a lot of pigments too, and a lot of micro glitters, and a lot of chunky glitters. The pigment looks so easy, doesn't it? Yeah, it does look easy. I do like the, I saw in the video that all the flack is about using an eyeshadow brush for putting on the chrome pigment, and I do like that idea. We can buy those super, super, super cheap for disposable ones from beauty supplies because makeup artists use them. So I'm going to buy a whole gaggle of those and use those for applying my chrome pigment. And I'm going to try it out some of my other pigments too. I think it might give me more even coverage than a brush. So I'm going to check that out. But so come on, guys, everybody, there's a couple things to take away from here. One, get off Lauren Wireman's back, okay? If you don't want to pay for the product that she's selling, then don't buy it from her. It's that simple. She doesn't owe all of us an explanation, just like I don't owe everybody an explanation of why my full sets are $75. That's, you know what I mean? So stop. She doesn't owe us an explanation. She was gracious enough to give us one. So, yeah, Nicole says less waste with a makeup applicator. So she doesn't owe us an explanation. She was nice enough to give us one. Now, give her a break. And the poor woman's supposed to be on vacation this week anyway. Horrible timing. Jennifer Worth says pigments are as gray as well as the micro glitters. The chrome pigments need to be burnished, right? That's, I have a bronze one that I use for that. It's not quite as shiny, but yeah, into the inhibition layer of UV gels. So for one. For two, look to, if you want to get in on this chrome trend, look to your regular suppliers where you normally buy your pigments from and start having a conversation about where their stuff comes from, where they source it from. Is it cosmetic grade? And are they going to have access to this chrome thing? Or do they carry the chrome micro glitters or whatever? But we need to stop with this buying Bobo brand product for $1 off of AliExpress that they don't share any of the liability. If I use this chrome pigment effect glitter from Wildflowers, and there's a problem. Say there's a problem with a health risk wise. I now have my supplier to back me up. I can go to Wildflowers Academy and say, hey, so I have this and now I'm having a bit of a problem. Can you help me figure this out? And she knows where her suppliers come from and she can help backtrace it. It's supplier support. That is also what you pay for. It's the same thing with us as nail artists. If we use a product on somebody and there's a problem, it is our responsibility as a part of our customers' supply chain for us to figure out what the problem is. And maybe we need to change suppliers. Maybe we need to change products. Maybe we need to refer this client to a tech that uses a different product. That's all part of this. It's the same thing, guys. Okay, so Tina says just rub it on the sealer without inhibition layer, must still be hot from the lamp, equals the best mirror effect. There, you guys, now there's something fun to play with that Tina has pointed out to us. So you guys, seriously, cut Lauren a break, all right? And do your supply chain research. Stop asking other people to do part of your shit for you. Learn how to do your own shit. That's your responsibility as a business owner. And if you're not up for that, then you need to go be an employee of somewhere that has an owner that will be responsible like that. I can't break it down any more clearly for you guys. I've had so much to say about this all day. Jennifer says if you want lead or contaminants in your pigments, you can get it really cheap. Right? That's the whole supply chain management. So reminding me that I'm going to do a video for University of Nails this week on supply chain management, and we'll definitely go over this in the Salon Success series. So that being said, I have to go catch my bus so I can go get my hair done. So yes, do your own research. I channeled some of my inner Tina Alberino there for a minute, just giving it to you guys straight, but seriously. Okay. So I'm going to go get my hair did, and that way tomorrow I'll have new hair, all balayaged, and I will hopefully then after my hair today I'm going to go back home and go back to bed. So yes, get my hair done. So please share this with you guys. I forgot to put the save hashtag in it, so it's going to have to wait till I upload it to YouTube later, but it can still be shared on replay for right now. So go in to the thing when I'm done broadcasting, go into the little menu thing for it, click share, and click share on Facebook, share by Twitter. You can still do that even on the replay. You can still share. I'll share it on my stuff, and let's make this go as viral as the other video that everybody is blah, 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 about. And let poor Lauren go on vacation. Good God. All right, guys. I'm out of here. Gonna go catch the bus and go get my hair done. And I will talk to you guys later. Have fun. Bye. Bye. Letting everybody get out of here. See, I'm at the grocery store. I should go buy Kate's cookies while I'm here, but I don't have time. Maybe I'll do it on my way home. Bye, everybody. Make sure you share. Bye. Oh, and don't forget, tomorrow's the last day to sign up for universityofnails.com Salon Success Series. Go check it out, universityofnails.com. Click on Join Now. You can do the full membership for $10 a month. That doesn't include the webinar series, or the webinar series is still $347 with some bonuses until tomorrow at midnight. And it's Dia de la Manicurista today, so I don't know where that came from, but enjoy Day of the Manicurist. Bye, guys.